high school football season underway, the Friday night lights won't be shining for two Valley schools this week.
I was devastated because it's like our first game of the senior season.
South Mountain High School was supposed to travel and face off against Canyon View High School. However, in an unexpected move, South Mountain chose to cancel the game instead. Students who are excited for the game will have to wait.
At least we got the next game.
According to South Mountain High School officials, there are multiple reasons for why they ended up without enough players heading into Friday's game. First, they had a scrimmage last week and several players were injured. The other big reason is out of the players left, some have not finished the mandatory heat acclimatization protocol from the Arizona Interscholastic Association.
It would be fairly rare at this point in time for athletes not to have gone through heat acclimatization unless they came out for the team late.
I spoke with Jim Dean, the executive director of the AIA, about this process. He emphasized this is for student safety in Arizona's extreme heat. It's a 2-week program that limits the practice and what gear the athlete can wear, gradually leading up to full pads.
The first 3 days of practice, athletes are able to wear helmets, and there are limitations on the amount of time. Days 4 and 5, or 4, 5, and 6 if they so choose, that increases to shoulder pads.
If a student hasn't completed the 2 weeks, they can't play.
They continue to practice until they reach that heat acclimatization stage, but they are unable to play in games until they fully go through the heat acclimatization process.
Yeah, Dean tells me this situation is something they haven't really seen with before because football practice started for schools across the state on August 3rd, which is plenty of time for the first game. Now, as for their first game, the AIA tells us that this will count as a loss for South Mountain.
That's a bummer. 2 weeks sounds like a long time, but this heat, you have to do it. It's worth it because, all kinds of things can happen if you don't know what you're doing in this heat.
Yeah, and one thing that South Mountain was telling me is they do have a lot of new players that started after the school year had begun. So normally, if you know you're going to be on the team, you're probably practicing in the summer, you're practicing before school.
And you get it, but if you're new,
yeah,
that's a whole different thing.
2 weeks. You have to do that for 2 weeks before you can actually play a game.
Hey,
Better safe than sorry.
That's right.
All right, thanks, Stephen.